All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit our goal of 8,000 subs. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be giving away a jersey on our live show here soon. But, guys, we're looking at 9K subs now. We're getting to Thanksgiving time. We're getting to Christmas time. We would love to hit 10Ks by December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there, so we can give someone $1,000 for the Christmas gifts. That'd be a huge lift off someone's shoulders. So please get us a 10K. We love what we're doing. Thank you guys for the support. 12K subs after the 10K. We're going to send someone to a game. Probably not the Super Bowl. Don't get any ideas, guys. But we're gonna do our best to send you guys to two people to a couple games of your choice. That's probably not the Super Bowl. But guys, thank you again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NBA picks and props for Tuesday, October 31st slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey starts off.
Yeah, at the moment, I am 0 for 0. We are recording a little bit early tonight, so my game is still going on. I gave out the Timberwolves on the money line going up against the Atlanta Hawks, and the first quarter just ended. T-Wolves are up 42-35, so they just got to finish strong. Ant Edwards, a quick 14 points in the first quarter. It looks like he's in store for a big night.
I like it, Seth.
Yeah, and I have the Mavericks on the money line on the road against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies, without John Morant, have not looked great. That game has not currently yet started when we're filming, but it is getting ready to tip off. So I have full confidence in the Mavericks there.
Yeah, and then I've got the over 227.5 between the Celtics and the Wizards. The Celtics, with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, have 75 points on the Wizards right now, so it's looking decent. But it's not out of the woods yet because the Wizards only have 41 points. So hopefully the Wizards pick it up in the second half. The over is projected to hit though right now, so looking good so far. But let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be attacking this New York Knicks at Cleveland Cavaliers game. This game's going to be really fun to watch because both teams, they played each other in the first round in the Eastern Conference last season. And the Knicks, they beat the Cavs 4-1 in that series. And the Knicks, they also won the regular season series last season 3-1. So the Knicks, they have really enjoyed playing the Cavs over the last season. And whenever you factor in that this Cavs team already has a laundry list of injured players, it just really makes me love the road team here. So give me the New York Knicks here, -2.5 in this game. I'm going to buy a half point. And yes, both teams, they have had slow starts to the season so far. The Knicks, they're 1-2 and 1-1 ATS this season. Their lone win was a road game against the Atlanta Hawks earlier. And they have lost to the Pelicans and the Celtics. And the Cavs, they entered this game 1-2 as well. And they're 0-3 ATS this season. The Cavs, their lone win was against the Nets earlier, but they've lost back-to-back games against the Pacers and the Thunder. And in my opinion, the Knicks, they're a lot better team than the Pacers and the Thunder are. And I think the road team's going to come in this game and take the lead early and hold it throughout. So give me the New York Knicks here, -2.5 against the Cavs.
I like it, Trey. Seth.
Yeah, and I'm going to be taking the Clippers spread here at -7.5. The Magic will be playing both Los Angeles teams back-to-back. And in the early season, I don't like the chances of the team that has the back-to-back. I honestly probably wouldn't like the Magic in this matchup, even if it wasn't a back-to-back. But this just makes me like the Clippers even more here. Clippers are also the home team here, and in their 2 home games so far this season, the Clippers have won in both of those by a combined score of 246-194. They have picked up right where they left off, as the Clippers were 23-18 in home games last season. The Clippers have also scored over 120 points in all 3 games this season, and I find it difficult to see this Magic team keeping pace with this high-powered Clippers offense coming off a back-to-back. The Clippers are the better team, and they will be the more fresh team in this matchup. I look for the Clippers to win big in this game as they have outscored their opponents by 52 combined points at home so far this season. So give me the Clippers here with the spread at -7.5.
Yeah, Seth, I like that one as well. For my play today, I'm going to look at the Spurs going up against the Phoenix Suns. I'm going to take the Spurs +6.5 on the road. I would take the Suns, but they're going to be without Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, it looks like, again. So I'm just going to take the points in this game. I guess the injuries to Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are serious because they are missing the first couple games of the season. And I know these guys really want to be out there on the court because they get paid to play in the NBA. If someone's getting paid to do something, they should probably do it. It seems like that's a problem if they don't. So I know they're definitely hurt and wanting to be out there, but because they aren't going to be out there, I'm going to take the Spurs. This team, who got the #1 pick in the draft in the offseason, they've looked pretty competitive in the first 3 games so far. They did get beat up by the Detroit Pistons, losing that game by almost 40. But in 2 of the 3 games, they did beat the Houston Rockets, and then they should have beat the Mavericks in their opening day game. Victor's still trying to find his legs in the NBA. He's got 15 points per game so far to go along with 7 rebounds. He looks pretty dang good for the young guy that he is. And the players around him have been playing pretty well as well. I think they have enough players in this game to maybe even win this game against the Suns, especially since the best player other than Kevin Durant on that team. Best scorer is going to be Eric Gordon in the lineup. I'll take a chance on the Spurs here on the road, going up against this banged-up Phoenix Suns team, plus 6.5 as my play. Guys, let's go over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
And I'm trying to hold my composure. I mean, I am 5-0 to start the season. I cannot be too mad at myself, but I gave out DeMar DeRozan over 30.5 PRAs versus the Pacers, and I cannot blame it on DeRozan. It's not his fault because he's still trying to go out there and score points. He's 1 for 7 so far. It is halftime. He has 2 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 4 total PRAs. Hey, game's not over yet. It's the Bulls. They could, ball hog their way to a win here. So I just got to hold out hope that DeMar DeRozan's going to ball hog in the second half.
When you take an over, Trey, you're never dead until the last seconds of the game. Until that clock says 0, you're never dead. So keep faith there, Seth.
Yeah, and I have Luka Doncic to go over 39.5 points assist. He's playing the Grizzlies in this one. Grizzlies have really struggled, and Luka Doncic is averaging 41 points per game. That is more than the 39.5 points assist, so I really like his chances in this game.
Yeah, and then I've got Jalen Duren over 27.5 points and rebounds going up against the Thunder. I knew it was going to be a little bit more today. It was 24.5 the other day, 27.5 today. He's had back-to-back really good games. So hopefully that continues against the Thunder tonight. But let's take a look at our plays for tomorrow. Trey, how about you start us off?
I tried to give this guy out a couple days ago. He ended up not playing. But I'm going with Donovan Mitchell over his PRAs versus the New York Knicks. At the moment, we are recording Mitchell. He is questionable for this game with his hamstring injury. But he did practice on Monday, so I do expect him to play in this game, especially since this is a game versus his hometown team in the New York Knicks, and a game where their former GM that got fired for the Knicks last season came out and said this last week, that the Knicks did not trade for Donovan Mitchell because they did not see him as a singular force to lead a team towards a championship. And I know for a fact Mitchell heard that, and I think he's going to come into this game and show everybody that he is that singular force. And I expect him to make plays all over the court in this game, especially since Jared Allen and Darius Garland are already both ruled out for this game. So I expect Mitchell to have the ball in his hands throughout, and that means he's going to make plays throughout. So I love his points, I love his rebounds, and I love his assists. Let's just combine them all together. So I'm going Donovan Mitchell over his PRAs versus the Knicks.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to take a little sneaky one here, and I'm going to take Cole Anthony to go over 16.5 points, rebounds. And people might say, why are you taking Cole Anthony here at 16.5 points and rebounds? Well, I'm going to tell you why. So far this season, Cole Anthony has been extremely good off the bench for the Magic. He is one of the main reasons they've gotten off to a 2-0 start, is they have gotten very little production out of their 2 starting guards to start the season. Cole Anthony outscored both starting guards combined in the first game, and then finished with 18 points in the second game, while the 2 starting guards combined for a 19 total. This explains why Cole Anthony has had super heavy usage off the bench to start the season, as he has averaged 26 minutes per game through his first 2 games. Cole Anthony is averaging 19 points per game and 6 rebounds, and is shooting over 50% from the field. I expect them to continue to use Anthony heavily, as he has played really well to open the season. The Clippers will be a tough test, but also a good matchup, as they will need as the Magic will need Cole Anthony in this game if they have a chance to stay competitive. I will take his over here in this game. And on top of that, the Magic last year were known for setting Markelle Fultz in back-to-backs. I don't know if that is going to continue this year, but we shall see tomorrow. Either way, Cole Anthony is going to get heavy usage. But if he hops into the starting lineup, I like his chances even better.
I like to play it, but I don't know why. Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz, neither of them can shoot, but I always have faith that they can make shots. Why is that? I have no idea. Yeah, a good play. For my player prop today, I'm going to take Eric Gordon to go over 14.5 points going up against the Spurs. I said this is probably the next best score on that team whenever Bradley Beal and Devin Booker's out, and I meant it. The usage of Eric Gordon has been way up whenever both of them have been out to start the season. The Spurs have given up 120-plus points in all 3 of their games, so there should be a lot of points scored in this one. Devin Booker did play in the first game of the season, but since he's been out, Eric Gordon has scored 15-plus points in the other 2 games. He's also shot 14-plus times in both those games, and he shot 7-plus threes in all 3 games this year for the Suns. He is scoring the second most points on this team, and I expect that to continue as the Suns are dealing with injuries. So I'm going to go Eric Gordon to go over 14.5 points against the Spurs as my play. Guys, let's take a look at the graphics. Seth, start us off.
Yeah, and I have the Clippers on the spread at -7.5. Magic will be coming off a back-to-back. Like I said, early in the season, I do not like teams with back-to-backs, as teams get heavy legs due to short preseason minutes. And then I am going to take Cole Anthony over 16.5 points, rebounds in this game for the Magic. He's been their most consistent point guard / shooting guard on the team so far this season, even though he's coming off the bench. I really like this number here at 16.5. He's scored more than 16.5 just points in his first 2 games. So I really like this here.
Trey?
And I took a same game parlay with the New York Knicks -2.5 versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I love the Knicks here on the road. I think they're going to come in this game and steal a win in Cleveland, while the Cleveland Cavaliers have basically everybody on their roster injured at the moment. And then also took Donovan Mitchell over whatever his PRAs come out at. They could not put this number up high enough. The Knicks former GM came out and talked crap on Mitchell, and this is a game versus hometown team. So that's all they need to know to just smash us over PRAs.
Love it. And I've got the Spurs, little frisky Spurs team on the road +6.5 going up against the Suns. And I've also got Eric Gordon over 14.5 points, the second best scorer on the team right now with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal out. So I will take him tomorrow as my play as well. All right, guys, that'll do it for our NBA plays and props for Tuesday, October 31st slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,